All sons are born in the shadow of their fathers. But the day will always come
when they must stand alone
and are faced with a choice. Do they follow the path put before them?
or take a different road.
Not my father.
The future is mine to take.
The trailer for the first chapter pack DLC for Total War 3 Kingdoms just dropped, and we are finally getting some love for the main campaign. A World Betrayed takes place in 194 CE, only 4 years after the main game start, and just 2 years after Liu Bei betrayed and killed the Big Bag Dong. This DLC will look to enhance the Three Kingdoms narrative by following Liu Bei and Sun Tzu as they wrestle with serving new masters and fighting old enemies to make their own stories in history. There's a ton to unpack in this announcement, and in this video I'll briefly go over what a chapter pack is and its relation to this DLC, and going over the new factions and their mechanics, including the new bandit free LC Lord Liu Bei. Before we dive in, it's time for this video's sponsor, Autonomous. Autonomous combines the philosophy of simplicity and premium build quality to create a fully adjustable standing desk that is both home and office friendly. My sitting at a computer desk for upwards of 10 to 12 hours a day is just straight up not healthy, so it's been incredibly convenient to have a desk where, at the simple push of a button, I can use any of my 4 presets to adjust to whatever position I need to keep from being so sedentary. Speaking of positioning, the Smart Desk 2 is able to adjust up or down at 2.3 inches per second on a 300-pound load, from anywhere between 25 to 52 inches off the ground. What really drove me to Autonomous though were the desk options. This is the Smart Desk XL, coming in at 70.5 inches by 30 inches, and it's large enough to support my 2 monitors and a tower without any issues. These desks do not come with 100 color options, but the options that are available for both the top and the legs all keep to the sleek simplicity that Autonomous strives for. In the time that I have had it, it's been amazing to be able to work regardless if I'm sitting down or needing to stand for a while. Autonomous has a great product line of desks, so be sure to check out the link in the description below and check out how they can help you work just a bit healthier. To put it simply, chapter packs cover very specific points in time as they relate to the main narrative of Three Kingdoms. They'll bring in new playable factions, new start positions for previous factions, and more importantly, some new in-depth stories to the main campaign, which is something that I think a lot of players in the community have wanted from the beginning. A World Betrayed in particular will focus on the legacies of 3 men following the deaths of their fathers. The iconic conflict of Liu Bei and Cao Cao is one half of that, as Liu Bei cannot seem to hold on to any allegiance after killing his daddy Dong. This rivalry strikes as Cao Cao is away, avenging the death of his own father, and Liu Bei tries to make for some easy land grabs of Cao Cao's territories. As you can imagine, Cao Cao doesn't take to that idea too well. The other half falls on the rise of Sun Tzu in the Southlands of China after his father's death, vowing vengeance against his killer and hoping to defend his legacy. He's currently under the vassalage of Yuan Shu, however, and that limits his ability to expand exactly as he would like. Both stories bring new conflicts and, hopefully, different late game outcomes than what we've seen happen in the vanilla base game, which for me personally would help my excitement for the game as a whole. The first new playable faction is the legendary warrior Liu Bei himself. Previously, you had to kill the Dong, and then you get to take the kingdom. But now he's on the loose by himself and facing some serious hell from Cao Cao, trying to fight his way out of Qin, surrounded by the enemy. Liu Bei has two unique faction mechanics. Momentum comes from Liu Bei personally taking out characters in battle. Doing so generates momentum points, which can then be used for some powerful actions and bonuses. Greatest Warrior panel is the other mechanic, and it is simply a panel of other famous legendary warriors on the campaign map. Personally, defeating these legendary characters with Liu Bei will grant permanent faction-wide bonuses, so you'll want to let Liu Bei do some pursuing of his own. His unique story, as mentioned previously, is his conflict with Cao Cao, but it goes deeper. You'll be presented with the chance to join under Liu Bei, at which point periodically you'll have the opportunity to betray him or not. Choice is yours. But an even bigger problem is some potential for rampant dissatisfaction from your own generals. Will you be able to keep a hold of some of the most famous warriors in China, or will they betray you just as you have betrayed so many others? Sun Tzu is the next playable faction, and his campaign sounds pretty interesting. Starting as a vassal of Yuan Shu at the start, your desire to take back your homeland will conflict pretty severely with the work that Yuan Shu wants of you. And much like Liu Bei, you will be able, at intervals in time, to decide whether to give in to Yuan Shu's demands or choose to rebel and truly become the leader of your own faction, willing to fight against anyone who gets in your way of conquest. Sun Tzu's mechanics fit very well with his narrative. The Legacy of Wu is a set of ambitions and goals for Sun Tzu to complete for permanent faction bonuses. These can include taking land in the south, gathering certain characters to his faction, even getting revenge for the death of his father. Completing these ambitions grants bonuses that tie into his next mechanic, Reckless Luck. Sun Tzu was known for his slightly reckless abandon, and that ultimately led to his death. As such, Sun Tzu now has a luck meter, and when that luck runs out, he's dead, and it's game over for your campaign. Most of the Legacy of Wu ambitions will slow the decay of luck, even to the point where you can gain luck back, avoiding death by that lack of luck entirely for the campaign. Yin Baior is a free LC bandit lord, making it the third in the main campaign now. Known as the White Tiger, he roams southeast China looking for trouble. His gravitas brought the Shen Yu tribes together, and even some Han officials defected to his side. He's a ways away from the core fights of the period up north, but with Sun Tzu at his doorstep, there may be some chaos that will be coming his way. Yin's first mechanic is Shen Yu camps, providing Shen Yu encampment, a unique minor settlement building. This building provides food, bonus research to bandit technologies, and grants access to Yi tribal units. His other mechanic is the White Tiger Confederation, which allows his faction to gain benefits that correlate to the size of the coalition he is a member of. This is a great way for players to expand through diplomacy and encourages a specific playstyle I don't think we've seen to date. And that will wrap up my very brief look into A World Betrayed, the newest DLC for Total War 3 Kingdoms. I will be looking to do my usual in-depth look into the factions and their mechanics, so keep an eye out for those as the release date creeps ever closer. If you enjoyed the overview, subscribe to the channel and check out the narrative battles and documentaries that I've recently created. Thank you for watching. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next video.
With a choice.
Do they follow the path put before them?
Or take a different road?
not my father.
The future is mine to take.